Good morning or afternoon if you're on the East Coast. Oh, what is happening here? All right. Oh, wow. Yes, there's so many people already here. Hello. Lucy is here. Hello, Morgan. Rachel. Good afternoon. Laura is here. Hi. Stella is here. Hello. Ronica. Hello. Phoenix. Hopefully I'm live now. Okay. And Jenny is here. Yep. There we go. There we go, Phoenix. Yay. Hello. Okay. All right. Oh, my chair's already sliding down. All right. Everything looks good as far as lighting. If you are new here, hello. I'm Morgan, owner of Ink Goddess Creations. Welcome to our Ostara live gemstone sale. I did not realize it, but this is our biggest live gemstone sale yet. We got a little carried away when it came to choosing the gemstones for this one. So we got a little crazy. It's good stuff. Oh, Raven is here. Hello. Hello, Heather and Bella. Good afternoon. And Jennifer, hello. Okay, so let's jump in because like I said, this is the biggest one we've ever done before. We technically have 22 items. A lot of them are grouped together, but there was like 22 different listings that we had to do. So let's go ahead and just jump right on in. I am Morgan, owner of Ink Goddess Creations. We do these live gemstone sales once a month. Okay, we try to center them around the pagan Sabbats. But like in April, we have an extra one for our anniversary month. July, we have an extra one for Yuletide in July. So we do have fun with it as well. But everything that you're going to see here today was handpicked by us at the Tucson Gem Show. I do like to share behind the scenes stories with you all, fun things, but I definitely go over the metaphysical properties of the gemstones. Our range today is from $5 to $1,000. Okay, so we don't just pick the most expensive, the most rare gemstones at the gem show. I'm literally going to be showing you all some $5 items today that we just thought were cool as shit. Okay. So how you purchase inkedgoddesscreations.com in our live gemstone sale category. If you are on either mobile or the main website, you just have to scroll down a little bit. You'll see like a little new products and then a live gemstone sale. So click on that tab. And it'll take you to the live gemstone. So you have to just keep refreshing, okay? If you are purchasing on our app, I did add the collection to the front page of the app last night. So as I go over the items here, Colin does list them live on our website. You must complete checkout in order to reserve the item. Adding it to your cart does not reserve the item, okay? So what will end up happening if you're here, we're here for a little over an hour. If you end up purchasing more than one thing and we do combine shipping together, you'll get like a gift card or store credit to our store added to your account for the shipping difference. If there's a shipping difference, sometimes, the added weight bumps you up tiers and all that kind of stuff. But yes, so if you end up making multiple things, like multiple purchases, but if it's in the best interest of the gemstone for us to ship it by itself, then we'll do that as well. Okay. So yeah, inkgoddesscreations.com. As I go over things, they'll be listed there in our live gemstone sale category. They'll also be listed in our live products, like our new products category, but they're not in the correct order. So they're just going to pop up randomly. All right. I think Phoenix says, I vote we start a fundraiser for Morgan to get a new chair. I love my little scallop chair, though. It's just, it's been here a few years now. And Christy is here. Hello. All right. Yeah. If you're live with me, chat. I do, go over the properties of the gemstones, all that fun stuff. But in between gemstones, I do like to chat. So, all right. Let's get started. Okay. What is the first one? All right. There we go. Okay. Oh, this one's one of mine. This is one of the ones I picked. In fact, this is one of the ones that I picked one for myself and then was like, oh, I should get these for everyone. So I love a good fluorite. Okay. And this is indigo fluorite. Actually, we might need to drop one of those lights down. This is indigo fluorite. We also have, look, you guys, we have been playing around with lighting, playing around with all kinds of fun stuff. In fact, you know what? I might just slide this guy over next to me. I'm wondering if you can see color in there. Oh yeah, you can definitely see how much more blue it is there. And then Colin bought a fancy flashlight too, because it is blue. Oh yeah, you can see, look at that. If I put it behind it, you can definitely see it's blue. So look at that. So indigo fluorite is just fluorite that's blue. It's got like a blue hue to it, but it's my favorite version of fluorite, to be honest. We bought these are raw and polished. We're calling them scrying stones, like standing scrying stones. That's what I use it for. So because one side is polished, they do stand up too. You can totally scry into them. Fluorite is my go-to for focus, but also psychic work. And they're all about the same size. We have 5 of them. But yeah, you can totally keep it. Like I have mine out here on one of my altars here. But because you've got that flat side, you can definitely just relax your gaze, use it for scrying, just like a scrying mirror, you know? Or, I mean, just put it, if you have a trouble focusing, like at work, you can put it on your desk at work. But so they do have, and you can see like they have the purple, they do, but I chose the ones that were the deepest blue, that our vendor had. Let's see. Yeah. So even putting it behind it, you can see how gorgeous blue, like that dark blue is. I love indigo fluorite. I have a thing for the 2 extremes of fluorite. So indigo fluorite and then pastel fluorite. So these are about 3 inches by 3.25. These are all 5 of them. So when you buy one, we'll intuitively choose which one you get. They're $21 each. That's all. And I did buy one for myself because I love it. Let's see what happens when we shine. I'm loving this new flashlight. It's a full spectrum flashlight, so it's supposed to mimic the sun. And we got it for the amethyst clusters, but I'm loving like what I can actually do with it. Oh yeah, hold on. You can definitely see the blue there. Yeah, because we realized the lighting in here, especially at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's not great. I mean, it's bright. It's so bright in here, but it tends to wash the gemstones out a little bit. So yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you all are liking them. Looks like Ronica and her daughter are here because it says Annika says, Ronica, Mom, I want that. I love it. I actually texted my daughter, who is in Germany. I texted her before the show and was like, hey, I'm going live in about 15 minutes if you want to see me on YouTube. I just wanted to show you all the coloring of that one. She was like, I'll be cleaning my apartment, but okay. So yeah. All right. This was definitely a me find. If you've been here before, I do like to say kind of like who found them at the gym show, whether it was me or Colin or one of our team members, just because that's like a fun little thing. Those are 100% me. Anything fluorite, generally speaking, is probably me. I probably found that. Yeah. And Citrus Bella's here. Hello. All right. The next we have, okay, so it's like one item, but we have a couple of different types of them. Okay, so they're all in one listing. You'll have to look at the drop-down menu to make sure. Don't click on the picture of this one to like choose it. Make sure you're looking at it in the drop-down menu, okay? Because we brought back the gemstone flowers. Normally we do these during the Beltane Live. I think we've gotten them for a couple of years now at the gem show. Same vendor. We buy them from the same vendor because they're all hand-carved. And I think normally we do them during the Beltane Live. But this year, the Beltane Live is going to be like a week after Beltane. And if you all wanted these for your Beltane altar, that's why we got them. So they are gemstone flowers. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different styles. of gemstone flowers. They are all hand carved. So this one is the iolite with sunstone. Now this is the fun thing. The iolite with sunstones took me a while to go through because basically what they have, and I'm really hoping, yeah, oh my God, this flashlight's pretty dope. So these are mostly iolite. The sunstone comes in little specks. So if you decide to get the iolite with sunstone, know that what you're looking for are the little specks. Yeah, we can't do it that way. So we're going to do it this way. There's little specks of orange, and that's your sunstone peeping through because they're all blue like this for the iolite and sunstone ones. I'm going to go over all the different metaphysical properties of these. They all have different prices as well. They're all about either 2 or 2.5 inches. Okay. But gemstone flowers overall are about growth, new beginnings, beauty, fertility. So they're great for Beltane altars. Okay. They're great for any type of springtime magic, or because they're gemstones, you can carry them into the fall to continue to bring that energy, that new spring life, vitality, energy into the fall and into the winter. Okay. Especially if you're someone who, struggles during the winter, with seasonal depression or whatever, having gemstone flowers on your altar will always help you, like pick you up and help remind you of the beauty and everything in life. Okay. So we do have howlite. I think we have 3 of every type that we have as well. The howlite are 2 inches. Okay. Oh, that's the grams on the back because things are priced in grams at the gym show. Howlite is an aid to insomnia, especially when caused by an overactive mind. It strengthens the memory, stimulates the desire for knowledge, and helps one attain goals. It teaches patience and helps to eliminate rage, pain, and stress. Howlite facilitates awareness and encourages emotional expression. It aids in creativity and artistic expression. That's usually what I use howlite for, is creativity. If I'm blocked creatively, I will hold a piece of howlite. Okay. And as you can see, these are perfect to hold as well, even in meditation. The howlite ones are $22 each. Then we have the peach moonstone. The peach moonstones are 2.25. And we do have 3 of each. I only have 2 here on the table to show you all because they're all about the same. So peach moonstone exhibits self-love vibrations to help one connect deeper with their inner being and rediscover hidden passions. Peach moonstone makes space for inward thinking, making it a great gemstone to use in meditation practice. So we have 3 of these. These are $26 each for that gemstone. We have tiger's eye. It's a stone of protection. It aids in focusing the mind, stabilizing mood swings. It increases courage and self-confidence. It resonates with the sacral and solar plexus chakras. This is one of my go-to for solar plexus work, which is like personal power. I also use tiger's eye for prosperity as well as protection. We have 3 of these, 2 inches each. These are $20 each. Okay. Then we have the iolite with sunstone. Let me show you all this one. Let me pop the light behind it because you can really see. Oh yeah, see, you can see in this one, there's like the little orange specks coming through there. Iolite with sunstone combines divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Sunstone represents divine masculine, whereas the iolite represents the divine feminine. It's the ultimate stone of divine balance. Okay. Iolite and sunstone also unite the lower chakras with the upper chakras, helping bring your mind, body, and soul into alignment with divine energy. We have 3 of these. They're 2 inches. They're only $17 each. And just to show you that we have the 2. Those are the 2 that I have on the table. And then I think this is the last one, red jasper. These are honkers. And let me tell you guys, these guys are heavy. Okay. Red jasper is a stone of the root chakra, so it helps ground calm instantly and add stability. It is an extremely protective stone, which brings problems to light and provides insights into difficult situations. It is successful in aiding dream recall. There's so many pages today, you guys. It cleans and stabilizes the aura. It resonates with the root chakra, making it an excellent stone for grounding energy. We have 3 of them. They're 2.25. These are 34, just because they're thick. Yeah, 124 grams, 98 grams, whereas the other ones were like 70 grams, 60 grams. So yeah, these are heavier. So yeah, we have 3 of the red jasper for $34 each. All right. My chair it's just a slow little thing, just of like it sinking down. It's so much fun. All right, before I move on to the next one, because the next one, this is my pride and joy. Let me get a little bit of water. The next one's so beautiful. If you all signed up for our live gemstone sale exclusive newsletter, which is on our live gem sale page, then you got close-up pictures of this guy last weekend. Yeah, so let's jump in. Okay, hold on, let me see. Phoenix says I have a labradorite flower on my altar from one of the first live sales I watched. I remember those. Those were gorgeous. Same seller. Annika says I got my mom hooked on the circle water. My daughter bought me my circle for Christmas 2 years ago. It's the only way I drink water now. I still have been drinking water for 2 years. All right, you guys. I would like for you to meet Aggie. This is what I call her. Aggie is an agate. Agate with amethyst geode. One of a kind piece. Okay. This was 100% me. We didn't even know how much Aggie cost until we went to pick up a week later. And as I've stated numerous times, I have an amazing ability to pick out very unique gemstones that have very fun price tags. Okay. So let me get Aggie weighs 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Okay. So I'm going to keep 2 hands on her at all times. And I'm going to put her up against me to shine the flashlight on her. So this is a fun story. I have a fun story. This is definitely a one-of-a-kind piece. Let me take you to the side where you can see the spine. So we're at the gem show, and we're technically shopping this vendor the day before the gem show opens. And we're standing there at this table, and I spotted Aggie, and Aggie was sitting next to Megan. So I said, "Oh my God, Megan, what is that?" And she goes, "What?" And I was like, "The geode, the rib cage. What is that? Pick it up now." Because as I spotted her, so did another gentleman across the tent. And he comes hauling ass over to the table. And I see this and I'm like, "Megan, grab him now. Grab it now. Now. So she's like, "What? This one?" I was like, "Yes." So she picks it up and immediately goes like this. And I look over at the guy and he just goes, and I'm like, "That's mine." I immediately turn into Gollum. I'm like, "My precious, hand me her. It's my precious." She's beautiful, you guys. One of a kind piece. They had no other like this, which, I mean, can you imagine the time and effort it took? So I call her Aggie because she is agate with an amethyst geode rib cage popped open. Arm bone, ribs, spine. And yes, she sits up. Like she sits very stably, just like this. But you guys look at like the striations of the agate through here. So beautiful. So what they did is they had this gorgeous agate piece with the amethyst geode, and they carved around it to emphasize the geode being the rib cage broken open. And I just cannot with her. She is so beautiful. Okay. So agate, very calming, very grounding stone. Amethyst, very uplifting, very like open your upper chakras. Okay. So this piece is going to ground you while lifting you up so that you can open up. So beautiful. And I'm going to get my hands all up in the rib cage. Okay, good. I have a good firm grip on it because I really want you all to see. Man, this flashlight might be a little too good. There we go. It's a full spectrum, but now you can see all up in there. I don't want to go closer to the camera. I can go a little bit because, again, she's 7 pounds, 9 ounces. So just to see how deep that geode is. And then the detail on her face, I definitely cannot do that with one hand. Support the babe's head. The detail in the face that they got in there, beautiful. So this is a one-of-a-kind piece. It is our $1,000 piece for this gem sale. And look, let me tell you all, I went a little crazy this year, okay? I went a little crazy so much that this is like a super top tier, okay? And I think in the past, we've had like a hematite skull. We've had like a hematite skull that was like human head size. We've had big pieces. We usually have one a year, maybe, that I would buy. I went a little crazy. So this live sale is going to have a very nice one-of-a-kind piece. The next live sale has a very nice one-of-a-kind piece. And the live sale after that has a very nice one-of-a-kind piece. Because I went a little crazy this year. Okay? But isn't she beautiful? She definitely has a home somewhere, because I bought her for somebody. I don't know who yet. One of you watching or one of you watching in the future. But yes, beautiful, beautiful Aggie. I call her Aggie, because she was an agate skeleton. And I thought, I don't know why. Sometimes we get skulls or pieces in, and I'm like him. Sometimes that. To me, I think it was with the amethyst. I was like, yeah. So I hope y'all love that one as much as I do. Oh, Phoenix says, I'm so excited that IGC has grown enough that you can go crazy like this. I love it. Yes, that's the thing. I love that you pointed that out, because that shows you how much we've been open for. This year will be 12 years. I think this year will be 12 years. And I mean, not to like boast or brag, but like the first year I ever went to the gym show, Aggie cost the same of my entire budget. My entire budget for the entire gym show. And that's what Aggie cost. So yes, I am like, thank you for pointing that out. And I've been like super emotional today, so I don't want to cry. But yes, thank you for pointing that out, because that is an amazing thing to see our small business be able to buy something like Aggie and not see it and go, oh, one day, see it. So yeah, Aggie found a home. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, congrats to whoever got Aggie. Yay! She's beautiful. I'm probably going to hug her and snuggle her before she goes on her way to her new home. So that's wonderful. Yay. Okay, so next we have a piece of jewelry for you all. This one, oh my gosh, the questions I have been getting about these, because they are gorgeous. I did choose these for the Ostara because they're so bright and they're so colorful, so beautiful, okay? And they're a little piece of Arizona. They are sterling silver. So what we have for you are Kingman pink dahlia turquoise sterling silver necklaces. These are the 4 that we have. So if you buy one of these, we'll send you one of these. Okay, we'll intuitively choose which shape. So Kingman, a lot of turquoise in the world comes from Kingman, Arizona. Okay, it's called Kingman turquoise. So the turquoisey blue is Kingman turquoise, but all of this is like the different things that kind of form around the turquoise as well. They're just so bright. This is what I love about Mother Nature, and how just absolutely beautiful she is, because those are all natural colors. Okay. Kingman pink dahlia turquoise comes from the historic Kingman mine in Arizona, which is famous for its high quality stones. Native Americans have sourced turquoise from this mine for thousands of years. Turquoise helps cleanse and protect your energy field from negative energy and is a stone of clear communication. Wearing turquoise is said to help support leadership and stability. Pink dahlia turquoise specifically Creates a gorgeous mosaic of colors to help bring healing to the mind, body, and spirit. The hues inside range from pale pink and cream to hot pink violet and vibrant blues. Okay, so I'm just going to put that up there. And actually, oh, there we go. The colors, there we go. That shows the colors so much more. So each of these, it does come with a 24-inch sterling silver chain. The setting is sterling silver. Let me show you all too, because I know some people care whether the gemstone energy will go directly to you. There's the back. So they do have open back settings, which I personally love because I love that gemstone kind of coming. Like when it has a setting completely on the back, still beautiful, but now you're getting that gemstone energy directly on your skin too. Okay. So these are $60 each, but it's the 20, they're about an inch and a quarter by 3/4 of an inch. Sterling silver setting, sterling silver chain, 24-inch. Okay. And yes, they all have like pinks, oranges, there's purples down in there. So beautiful. So beautiful. I had a lot of people ask me if they were copper turquoise. A lot of the copper turquoise still comes from Kingman. So it all just depends on what's in the mine and kind of what's around it as well. So yeah. Oh, those were me too. Let me throw that in there. I bought those. Those are, look, if it's bright and shiny too, there's a chance it was me. I get so easily distracted at the gym show. Oh, Phoenix says, I've been a loyal customer for 4 years and some change. And I remember when a big item was like 200. Yes. And they are pretty, Annika. And Ronica says, oh my goodness, with hearts. I know, gorgeous. All right. So the next gemstone is a Colin find. Colin find. Yes, he loves a sphere, but this is, okay, so this is again one of those gemstones come in different grades. Not only do they come in different grades, but they come in different, like, for example, we're going to have rhodochrosite here in the future. Okay. There's rhodochrosite from a specific mine that makes it more rare. Okay. So depending on where the gemstone comes from also makes it rare or not rare. Okay. So we have done blue opal before. We have a lot of blue opal going up this year in just regular lives because the vein of blue opal was a little bit more common. This vein of blue opal is very different. Okay. This is Peruvian blue opal. Okay. It connects the heart, throat, and third eye chakras to help calm one's mind and soothe the nerves. Okay. Peruvian blue opal is from Peru. It is only found in the Andes Mountains. Okay. Only found. So it does make this version of Peruvian blue opal a little bit more, well, a lot more rare than regular blue opal. Okay. And I don't know if I'm trying to get a little bit better. There we go. So you can see how blue it looks like an earth. It's like that blue green. And then there's even pieces with, like, can you see the strip of opal, like clear opal through the middle? It's beautiful. Okay, so let me go through some more metaphysical properties. But I do want to just point out, like, this is the size of them when we get to the price because it's, like I said, rare. But yeah, you can see all the different, like how gorgeous the blue is. Oh yeah, that's a little bit less intense. Okay. Peruvian blue opal emits uplifting and warm energy to help soothe troubled emotions. Its high water content makes this stone delicate when near heat, so be sure to keep it separate from candles or other hot surfaces. This water content means that it aligns with the element of water and can help you flow through the day, embracing an aura of calm. It encourages creativity, courage, and serenity. If you struggle to meditate, holding a piece of Peruvian blue opal can help enhance your sense of clarity and settle your mind. So we have 8 of these. We measured according to this guy, which is 1.25. They're all about 1.25 to maybe 1.5 inches in diameter. We have 8. They are 125 each because rare. Okay. So this is if you are a gemstone collector, do like a little bit more rare gemstones, a little bit like way higher quality. I won't even say a little bit, like way higher quality. Peruvian blue opal sphere will definitely add a gorgeous, gorgeous pop of color to your crystal collection. Okay. It's very calming too. I'm just sitting here like, oh. So yes, but they do all look like little earths. It's really cool. They have that blue and green coloring to them. They look like little earths. Yeah. All right. Okay, y'all are talking about the necklaces. Sorry, I was just trying to catch up on the things. Yeah, I got one of the necklaces, and Sandy got one too. Excited because I live here in Arizona. We've actually driven through Kingman before. There's not a lot to it. There's like turquoise mines. That's about it. And Citrus Bell says, "Yay, congrats! Yay!" All right, so next we have a tumbled gemstone for you all, just because I thought this was a really cool, very cool combination of gems. Okay. So what we have, plus we put them in this live because they look like Easter. They really do. I'm just going to kind of hold that. I'll pull some out here and there in a second. So this is petalite with lepidolite. Okay, so in case you're like, what? Petalite, so Petalite, petalite with lepidolite. Okay, so the pink is the petalite. Hold on. Let me try and find one. Wow, this one's mostly petalite. Okay. So the pink is petalite. The purple is lepidolite. And I just love this color combo because it is very soothing. It very much looks like Easter candy because it's like lavender and soft pink. I love it. So some of them do have a high amount of lepidolite, and you've got like just a little bit. But because these all came from the vein, that is like this one is mostly lepidolite, but you can see some soft pink hues in it. When a gemstone combo comes along and they mine the vein of it, the gemstone will still have the properties of that vein, even if your specimen is mostly lepidolite or mostly petalite. It's still going to have the same energies as the vein because the vein is a combination. Okay. So like, for example, this one is mostly petalite, but let me tell you all about the properties while I hold one up. All right. Petalite aids in reaching your angels and guides. It's a very rare stone with an extremely high vibration. It's deeply protective and will not allow negativity to linger in your energy field. It's a wonderful stone to meditate with, to channel guidance from the spiritual realm and softly aid in the journey through emotional healing. Okay. Let me grab another one. Let's do that one. That one's kind of different. Lepidolite helps to rebalance the situation and supports joyful outlook even during challenging situations. It resonates with the third eye chakra and helps reduce stress and dissipate negativity. It supports a detached outlook on situations to help one navigate challenges or emotionally charged situations. Lepidolite is also known as the stone of transition because of its ability to help one release unwanted emotional and psychological baggage, inducing change and transition to the next phase of one's journey. I personally use lepidolite for dream magic as well, very calming. But I use it to try and help with like dream recall and lucid dreaming. So these are, I mean, there's a wide variety of what we have here. We measured them all at about 3/4. Well, we measured the smallest at about 3/4 of an inch. These are $5 each. So this is now you've seen the range, $5 to $1,000. Yeah. So cool. Let me show you all like the basket again, just so you can kind of get an overview. I know our coloring here kind of washes things out. It's all the lighting. But they are very much, you'll see in the pictures on the website, like those are That's our new photographer, Ryan, does an amazing job. So here, a little washed out just because I want to make sure that we're seeing the gemstones here. But look at the pictures there. He really brings out the color in them. So they are a gorgeous lavender and like a pale pink, very Eastery, very Ostara-y. All right, so next we do have the rhodochrosite. So yeah, when I said earlier we would have rhodochrosite, it was later in the show today. So this is a bucket list item for me. I'm going to start with just a little story. When I first started going to the gem show, there was one rhodochrosite dealer whose table was just so beautiful, and I get sucked in every time. And back in the day, for those who work with rhodochrosite, it is expensive. Okay. Good quality rhodochrosite. And especially this stuff, because this stuff comes from one particular mine. That's it, or one particular cave. Sorry, the trash guys are here. I don't know if y'all can hear that. So I made an intention. I set an intention years ago, probably 10 years ago, saying one day I will buy rhodochrosite from these guys. And it's been on my bucket. And every year I go over and then, I pick out a few pieces and I ask how much it is. And they're like, man, I'm like, not today. This is the year. This is the year I finally got to grab. I finally got to grab you all rhodochrosite. So every single specimen that we have 4 different things to look at. Okay. So I'm going to go over the metaphysical properties of rhodochrosite. And then I'm going to show you the 4 specimens. Okay. And between like all 4, if you're like, I want some rhodochrosite, the price range is anywhere. It's going to be from 80 to 30. Okay. I did hand choose every single one here though. And I'm thinking we were at this booth for maybe over an hour. And when you see how few, like there's just a few pieces and you're like, Morgan, really an hour? Like, yes. All right. So I'm just gonna hold up random ones as I go over rhodochrosite. Okay. So rhodochrosite is a stone of the heart, love, and passion. These are like really cool. Its dark to light red and pink coloring helps open the heart chakra and send waves of energy through you, stimulating passion, creativity, self-confidence, and motivation. Rhodochrosite bridges the gap between the physical and spiritual bodies, helping to add a lightning bolt of energy to your love life, including self-love. I bought 4 different types. Okay, there were like 4. Yeah, look at that. Rhodochrosite can help you dive deep into emotional healing to bring you happiness now. Okay, so these specimens are from I'm going to butcher this. I cannot pronounce stuff if y'all are new here. This is great. I should have looked this up because I had to look up sugilite and I had to look up petalite. I'm going to say it is the Capelita mines in Argentina. I hope that is correct. It is the only rhodochrosite stalactite cavity in the world. Okay, so rhodochrosite grows in stalactites, so, and you can really see when they polish it this way. Okay, so like each one of these is a stalactite. Tight goes down. Never mind. It's a very, very rude little fun thing that I was taught to remember that. So stalactites come down from the ceiling of a cave, whereas stalagmites grow up from the floor. So all of these come down from the ceiling, and that's what they're stalactites, but they're all just rhodochrosite stalactites. Absolutely gorgeous. And then they go in and kind of cut. So these are all from that one mine. And I'm going to show you some really cool things about some of the, because the guys in the booth are amazing and they teach you about rhodochrosite. And I love that. Okay. So Amanda says, thank you for teaching these details. I had no idea. Yeah. So like they taught me, I'm going to teach you all. Okay. So what you're looking for when you have like a really, 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 really good piece of rhodochrosite is the transparency through it. If like light can go through it, So that's the one thing that he showed me. And that just shows you, like, if your rhodochrosite, if the light doesn't go through it, it's not bad rhodochrosite. Okay. It just means that, you know, there's just different grades. Okay. So these are we're calling these fan tiles. All right. So these are like, you can actually see, hold on. Yeah. So you can see here, like this part right here was the center of the stalactite. So if you're picturing something like coming down, this was the center of it. So there was a stalactite here. This is the center. And they took that stalactite and they chopped it this way. Okay, so that's what the fan tiles are. See, as you can see, like you can kind of see here, like this would have been the center of the stalactite with these coming off this way. Okay, and so they sliced it this way. Then you have, then these are the really cool. So now you get like the little bumpy striations, but again, you see how the light goes through that strip of pink right there? That's what he wanted to show us specifically. And he was like, and like they have all these tables of rhodochrosite and like the different grades of them. And so he kept, of course, taking us over and showing us like, oh, when you shine them up to the light, you see how the light goes through? He's like, very, very good, very good. And I'm like, okay, thank you for teaching me. But this was the only place I've ever wanted to buy rhodochrosite from. Like these guys have been on my bucket list for 10 years now. So you can see, so this is what we're calling the swirl tiles. And then these aren't going to show, like these aren't going to show through because they're solid on the other side. We're calling these the half polished because that's exactly what they are. So this is what the stalactites look like just growing from the ceiling. So you're walking through a cave and this is what you see. You're like, oh, boring. And this is what's on the inside. Shut up, right? So these are the half polished. This is what we're calling the half polished. And when you order one of these, we're just going to intuitively choose one of what I've showed you today. Okay. And then this is the third piece of the half polished. And then we also have the mini towers. Okay. And I sat there and picked out the mini towers that showed the different layers of the rhodochrosite. So just to let, okay, so I wonder if these have, I never tried these with the light. Oh yeah, they still, oh, well, yeah, they still glow. Like you can tell that the light is going, you can tell the light's going through that top piece. Okay, cool. I didn't even try them with that because he showed us the fan or the tiles. All right, so the fan tiles and the swirl tiles. So again, just to show you the difference, this is a fan tile and this is what we're calling a swirl tile. These are $80 each, okay? Then the half polished, which are all about the same size, 1.5 inches by 1.25 inches. These are $55 each. And then the little mini towers are about 2.25 inches by 0.75 inches. These are $30 each. Okay, so those are the different levels of the rhodochrosite. And if you're asking, yes, of course I bought one for myself. I already took it home. The fan tiles are very unique. And I was drawn, Stella just said I love the fan tiles. I love the fact that like they had the different ones. And like, of course, he kept trying to get us to go over to these because this is more like when you hear or see rhodochrosite, this is very traditional with the swirls in it. You know, like a lot of these show with those striations and the swirls. So the fact that these are like this is just gorgeous to me. Very different, very unique. So yeah, I like those too. But yes, I bought myself a piece of half polished and took it home. Because yes, who says, Jenny says those mini towers would be cute in a self-love crystal grid. Yes. And I took mine home to put on my love altar at home. So that's what we have. We have those 4 different types. Let me just show you a few more of the little $30 for the towers, $55 for the half polished, and then either one of the tiles are $80 just because of the quality of those. So yay, I got to finally bring you all rhodochrosite. I'm so happy. Bucket list. Checked off. All right. So next, I'm going to move on because we're going to be here for a little while. Like I said, this is a big one. And we're about halfway through. Sorry, I got a little carried away this time. All right. So next for you all, we have ametrine, which is one of my personal favorite gemstones that I used heavily when I had depression. Seriously, that's the gemstone I worked with for that. These are sterling silver adjustable rings. Okay, they are ametrine. Ametrine is a blend of citrine, which is the orange, and amethyst, which is the purple. So again, the citrine connects with the lower chakras, amethyst with the higher chakras. So it's going to help cleanse and balance everything. I also just love that ametrine is just so sunny. Whereas, so it adds that vitality, that sunny joy energy. And then amethyst is very healing, especially emotionally healing, spiritual healing. So these are all the different things you can use ametrine for. Okay. They do have a closed base, but they are all adjustable. They're all about the same size too. So let me see if you can see how they're adjustable. Yeah, right there. Sterling silver, these are $38 each. Okay. Ametrine is a stone of creativity and motivation. It calms the mind and eases stress while helping you focus and achieve your goals. It balances the energy within you to help you remain collected and motivated to take control of your life. So yeah, it's my go-to for when I'm feeling depressed. The sunny citrine complements the stress relieving amethyst. And we have 6 of those. So I only showed you 4. They're all about the same size. There's different shapes. They're like the half moons, ovals. So we'll just intuitively choose one of those when you buy. Okay. Bell, they are posted on our website, inkgoddesscreations.com, as I show them. So if you go to inkgoddesscreations.com and look for the live gemstone sale category, which is on the front page, just a little bit down, you just have to kind of keep refreshing that page because like as I go over this stuff, it goes up for sale and you have to complete checkout as well. Just adding it to your cart doesn't reserve it. Okay. Yay. I love that we have new people. So yeah. Okay. Next. That was me too. No. Okay. So this was a fun thing. So I want to say Colin and Renee found these first. They kind of just like put all this stuff. They were like, these are different, put them all of the things aside. And then I kind of like Megan and I are off doing our own thing at the tent. And this is a week before the gym show opens. Okay. This is one of our vendors that lets us come a week before. And then we're going through everything like that. Cause they're like, okay, we set aside all of this. And then I kind of go through it. I'm like, oh, love that, love that, love that. I don't know what that is. I'm not a fan of that. Love that, love that. That's literally what happens. So this was a group effort, these 2 pieces. We got them because they were gorgeous and shiny. And then when we got them back to the office, I was like, oh, snap, these are smoky amethyst. Okay, so that's the fun thing about like just buying stuff that you see as soon as you see it. And then when you get back to the shop, you're like, oh, okay. So basically, smoky amethyst is a combination of amethyst and smoky quartz, which, of course, as you can see, these are very clear. So there's a lot of clear quartz within them, too. But they do just have that. It's that faint purple, but it's like a very dark purple. So they call it smoky amethyst because it is a combination of amethyst and smoky quartz. Both of these will stand up. You will be buying the exact one I'm showing you. So like this one is A. And at a process of elimination, this one is B. It doesn't have a sticker, but probably because I want to say he took a lot of pictures of every single angle of this. This one, I will let you know, 2 is also a phantom. B is also a phantom. So a phantom, you can tell by the horizontal striations. So it's different than Lumerian, different type of horizontal striations. But basically, Every time the crystal grew, because I like to say crystals grow. I've actually heard people on live sales bitch about that statement, but I'm not on my live sale, but like others. So like, I hate when they say crystals grow. I'm like, crystals grow. Okay. But as their layers, as they form and they get to different layers, different minerals get deposited. And that's what creates like some inclusions in a lot of things. Okay. Um, so we have and smoky amethyst, because smoky amethyst is a combination of smoky quartz and amethyst. Again, you've got those lower chakras, that grounding, stability, protection with the smoky quartz, the spirituality, the openness of the amethyst combined into one. So it's going to align all your energy, your chakras, help. I love using, I have smoky amethyst on my bedside table, because if I want to try and have some crazy freaking dreams, or if I'm having like a decision, if I want to try and have my dreams help me with decisions or shed light on something before I go to bed, I will lay my smoky amethyst. I have a smoky amethyst celestial that I will lay on my third eye, and I will just concentrate on the issue that I'm having, or the thing I would like some clarity on, and then let my dreams do it for me. So that's how I use smoky amethyst. So this is A is 4¼ by 2½ by 4, weighs about 10 ounces. It's $60. Okay. And while you can display a number of ways, I mean, you can display it on any of its sides, it does stand up on the little base. Okay. And then B is, 3 this weighs a pound. Okay. About a pound. And this one, I will say, so B has rainbows all throughout it. And rainbows happen in a gemstone when, as the gemstone is forming, you can definitely see one right there. As the gemstone is forming, it cracks. And then so that it refracts the light differently, and then it just keeps forming. And that's how rainbows get into gemstones or prisms. They're little cracks. So basically anything with a rainbow will teach you also that you can keep on through the cracks. You're going to keep on. You're going to make something beautiful of yourself, even during the hard times. Okay. So this one can go a couple of ways. You can set it up. You can definitely lay it down. Both of them you can definitely hold during meditation. Okay. So A was 60. B weighs a pound. It's $97.50. Okay. And B is also, like I said, it's got the phantom. Hopefully you can see, yeah, the different dark smoky striations there. So like as the crystal was forming, the minerals went to a little bit more smoky of a configuration throughout there. And you can see they're both just gorgeous. You can also use them as scrying stones, because I could just sit here for hours and just gaze into them. They look like they have like little galaxies in them. So group effort on the smoky amethyst. We're calling them smoky amethyst geometric carvings. That's essentially what they are. All right. Yes, there is perfection in imperfection. Yes, Citrus Bell. I love that. All right. Okay, so the next one was all me. I went a little rogue on this one too. There's a lot of rogue ones in today. I went a little rogue. I went rogue the whole entire gem show. Let's just call it what it is, okay? This one was definitely rogue. In fact, there were some fun pictures I posted on Instagram a couple of weeks ago of like the many faces of gem show shopping, okay? And there's very heavily this conversation where Colin is saying something and the look that Megan and I are both giving him. I can't promise you that it was over this indigo light, because we don't really know what was happening in that picture. They're great pictures. But it could have been over this, because the price tag on these was fun as well. Okay. But I saw them and I had to have them. And that is indigo light on quartz. This is blue tourmaline, you guys. And I'm going to have to get I'm actually going to turn it on level. Yeah. No, there we go. I'm going to turn on level 2. There we go. It is, so that's blue tourmaline. Blue tourmaline is rare. That's why it's also called indigo light. Look at that. I bought a whole flat of these. So we have 2 different sizes, and it's weird. What we did for the sizes, we didn't base it on the quartz because you're not here for the quartz. Okay. You don't buy a piece of this because of the quartz. You can get quartz anywhere. Okay. Oh my God. There you go. Look at that blue tourmaline right there. You're buying it for the tourmaline. So we have 2 different styles or 2 different sizes. Basically, this is what we're considering a small. So if there's just a small amount of tourmaline on it, or if the specimen itself is kind of small, like that has a lot of tourmaline, but it's a small specimen, then this is a small. Okay. So, but as you see, isn't it cool to see how tourmaline forms on something? And I'm going to get to the metaphysical properties here in a second. Okay. Yeah. But like it forms in those rods. Isn't that like the coolest thing ever? So this is considered a small specimen, okay, because of the amount of tourmaline. And this is considered a large. So we're going to give you more tourmaline, but your piece could be like both of these are considered large. Like your piece could be small in quartz, but big in, like we give you a chunk of it. Okay. So as you can see, you're not paying for the quartz, you're paying for the tourmaline. And that's how we split it up. Okay. So let's go over the properties of indigo light or blue tourmaline. Oh, that's another good one. Look at that one. Okay. It's one of the gemstone's rarer versions. It activates the throat and third eye chakras, creating a stronger connection between the two, helping you speak with intuition. Okay. It can help activate your inner visions and tap into the spiritual world during meditation and rituals. It's a stone of communication, and it helps open the channels to your spirit guides as well. So any form of communication, spiritual communication, physical, speaking your truth, all of that. The small ones, which contain less than a ½ inch of tourmaline, are $25. And then what we're calling the large ones, which contain more than a half an inch of tourmaline, are $40. Okay. And we're going to intuitively choose your specimen when your order comes in. I just want to show you all how blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love, like, you get to see how tourmaline forms and like the little rods like that. I love it. So yeah, this was one of my splurge. This is one of me going rogue at the gym show. And I came back with it and Colin's like, did you buy that? And I'm like, yeah. Because y'all, I bought a flat of it. Okay. So that's why we have we have 11 of the small and 35 of the large. That's what came in a flat. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Okay. The next one, this was me too, because I love fluorite. All right. So this is new. In fact, this is so new. This vein is so new that when you try to Google this, it is not going to come up with what you think it's going to come up with. Okay. Texas Megan is the one that Megan Winkler does our listings. And she's like, what the hell is bunny fluorite? All I am pulling up on Google are bunnies made of fluorite. And I'm like, no, it's new. Okay. So this is called bunny fluorite. It very well, I'm 99% sure that that's the like fun name for it. So it is fluorite, okay? It is technically feather fluorite, or what they call feather fluorite, ice fluorite. It's got like the white formations in it. But these look like bunny tails, and that's why the vendor was like, it's bunny fluorite. It's a new vein. And because she goes, bunny, like she goes like this, and she goes, bunny. And I'm like, a bunny tail? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, I love you and I want all of them. So that's how it was described to me. I fell in love. Yes, I did keep one of these for myself as well, because it is fluorite. But look at that. Look at that. And when you look at it, it looks like a bunny tail. That's why it's bunny fluorite. So if you try to Google bunny fluorite, you're going to get bunnies made out of fluorite, like bunny carvings. But Yes, it's the coolest form. It's basically feather fluorite or ice fluorite is what they call it as well, but that it just formed in a way, and then they took the vein and then they created these spheres out of it to where they look like little bunny tails. So that's why it's in the Ostara one, and it is so cool. Oh, Citrus Bell says a Baja Blast sphere. I love that too. Yeah, like whatever you see, because I mean, that looks like a cave. Like you could kind of like dive down into that, or it looks like a flower too, like a flower petal. Anyway, so it's gonna have it's green fluorite. It has the properties of green fluorite. It's gonna help you focus, it's gonna stabilize your aura, neutralize negative energy and stress. Again, I use fluorite for concentration, and then also for third eye work. Um, but these are just super fun. It's just a new version of fluorite to add to your collection. We have 6 of these. They do weigh over a pound each. They're 2.5 inches in diameter. They are $75. Um, yeah, just because it is a new vein. I just think it's cool as shit. So yes, and I do have one of these. Mine is on my desk. I keep mine on my desk. Because of the way they're formed too, you can get lost. You can scry in these too. I love those. I love the bunny fluorites. They just look so soft on the inside. I love Mother Nature. I love all the different things, the different ways that she creates things. It's gorgeous to me. All right, so the next 2 specimens go together. Okay, this is another, okay. So this is not a new gemstone. Okay, now it has a new name. And my guess would be, because we started seeing it everywhere this year at the gem show. So my guess would be they popped a new vein of it somewhere. Okay, they tapped into a new vein. They call it this fun name. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. So when you see it, you could be like, I know what that is. They're calling it alien amethyst. Okay, which is the coolest name ever. And it helped them sell a crap ton. Okay. This is why we actually have the flashlight, is for the alien amethyst and the box if I need to pull the box over, because you're looking at it like, it doesn't look like anything special. So alien amethyst is just red tipped amethyst. It is amethyst that is infused with hematite, and the hematite turns it red. Okay. Now in the sunlight, these sparkle so crazy, which is why we got this full spectrum flashlight, because I can't take y'all out in the light. But you see y'all, it catches it, like as I'm spinning, the light catches it, and you can see straight on. So it is amethyst, but it has red tips to it. The red tips are hematite. Now, when you see this elsewhere, you're going to see what looks like, it looks like the red is painted on. Okay. That is one version of red tipped amethyst. Okay. It's still beautiful, but it looks like there's almost like a painted coating of red on the outside of the amethyst tips. That's fine. That's what you're going to see on a lot of other websites. That's not what you're going to see here. I was very picky when I kept telling Colin, I'm like, we need to go back to that alien amethyst vendor, because I see something sometimes and I'll buy it immediately. Sometimes when I start seeing it everywhere, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be kind of picky. So I'm like, we need to go back to that one vendor, because he had some where it actually looks like the red is infused into the amethyst. And that's all I bought. I bought 6 specimens of the red, the hematite being infused into the purple. So when light hits it, you see a little bit of red, you see a little bit of purple, but the hematite is very well mixed in and infused into the amethyst. It's not just sitting on top of the points. So if you Google for alien amethyst, you're going to see a lot of what looks like painted tips. I did not choose those because those were all over the place. I made everyone go through. I'm like, no, we're looking for the ones that have like the red is infused into it. And they would be like, this one. And I'm like, yes, this one. No, not that one. I was very picky. Okay. So red tipped amethyst. I think that this is the theme, you guys. The theme for Ostara, for all these gemstones right now, has been balance, because we have a lot of them that have that grounding element. So the hematite in these grounds you down. The amethyst raises you up, so you have that balance. And that's what Ostara and Ostara energy is all about. Okay. I know that Ostara was already a few days ago, and that's when day and night were of equal length. And now we're getting into summer, so that the days are going to get longer, but you still have that energy until, especially through Beltane, into, as we approach summer, you're still going to have more of that balanced energy. Okay. So that's what a lot of these gemstones are. So hematite infused amethyst is just great for absolutely everything. Okay. The hematite is going to be protection, grounding, stability. Amethyst, again, healing, spirituality, uplifting, stress relief, all of that. Okay. So we do have the 6 clusters, which I've shown you all 6 of them. So you will get one of these. We'll intuitively choose which one. The 6 clusters weigh over a pound, like each one weighs over a pound. They're $105. Okay. Because they're just, red tipped amethyst isn't common. Even though it looks like they did tap a new vein. It's still not common. Okay. And I'm hoping, yeah, you can at least see the sparkle too, because we definitely did get sparkly ones. And then, so we have the clusters, red tipped amethyst. So now, alien amethyst is red tipped amethyst. It's also called red capped amethyst. Okay. I'm just doing this to show you all the sparkle. It creates a portal of communication with your intuition, psychic powers. It supports your creativity by bringing a calming vibe to your day. And so it balances your entire energy system, the red with the purple. Okay. We have these 6 clusters, 105 each. This one was really sparkly. And I'm so glad that I know that it's far away, but at least you can see what it does in the sun with the light box. We brought some new tools for y'all this time. All right. So we've got the 6 clusters. We also found our Tibetan dealer, Tibetan dealer. It sounds dirty, but y'all know what I mean. Like, he is. He's our Tibetan vendor. Maybe I should say vendor. He also had red tipped amethyst in necklaces. Now, I will let you all know, like, the quality of that is these super sparkly, absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen quality like this. I've seen red tipped amethyst has been around. That's why I was like, oh, they're calling it alien amethyst now, but it's just red tipped amethyst or hematite amethyst. It's been around. Okay. It's not new, but the alien amethyst, people are going to be like, oh, it's new. It's not new. They're just calling it something fun to help it sell. Okay. So these are still red tipped amethyst. Okay. There we go. It's not the sparkly grade of the clusters, but if you like the idea of the red tipped amethyst and you want to wear it, these are gorgeous. So we have 6 of these. These are $25. Okay. So you do have, I just wanted to make sure you all could see, they're still red tipped amethyst. Sorry, the flashlight does all kinds of stuff. These come on so they do have the Tibetan metalworking around them. And then they come with I think these are only 22-inch Tibetan chains. But yeah, so we do have 6 of those. They're about 2¼ inches by 1 inch for these. So if you just like the gemstone and you want to have one to wear, they're super cool looking. So, all right. Just a few more to go, you guys. Just a few more. Next, we have another small one for you. I just thought it was super cool. Green garnet slices. So you could use these as little mini altar tiles, bra stones, since they're flat. You can put them in your bra. You can use them to hold, or you can use them as like worry stones, for stress relief. Green garnet, though, I think I'm a January baby, so garnet is my birthstone. And so when I see different versions of garnet, I'm like, ooh. So yeah, this is green garnet. It's a powerful gemstone that cleanses the heart, increases vitality, and manifests strength for you when difficult times are upon you. It increases compassion and kindness, clarity and thoughtfulness of others. Green garnet is a growth stone. It aids in regenerative growth. It is also a nurturer and can aid in new relationships or business ventures. So a great gemstone for spring, new beginnings, growth, planting seeds, your intuition, your intention, your seeds of intention for the year. So these green garnet slices, we measured the smallest one at like 1.25 inches. So we have 23 of them. They're $9 each. And this one's a little bit thicker. So yeah, just $9. And again, multiple uses. Just carry it with you, put it in a little growth bag or on your altar, your spring altar, anything like that. All right. Chair falling again. It's just a slow, gradual thing. It's fun. All right. The next one is also a find of mine and this one's going to be fun to explain. I'll tell you why. So what we have here is banded amethyst. Okay. We have to love our government. Okay. So the reason I say that is you can't say green amethyst. It is against the law to call a gemstone green amethyst. You can say greened amethyst, but this is why. Okay. This is just a fun teaching moment for everyone. A lot of you may not know that amethyst is just a purple form of quartz. So in the quartz family, you have quartz, rose quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, which is purple quartz. You have citrine, which is yellowy orange quartz. Okay, it's all in the same family. So green amethyst is against the law to say. They call it, they say that it's misleading, okay, because it's green quartz is what it is, okay, but you can say greened amethyst. And so then Mother Nature comes out and says, but look, okay, you have amethyst. That's a green tip, you guys. There's a green tip on this. And if this is purely amethyst and that is a green tip on an amethyst point, there's green amethyst, which is also called prasiolite. But that's where I'm like, you have to love our government for spending money on something to where they're like, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. So I don't know what you want me to call these because we're calling them green and purple banded amethyst towers. So maybe because I'm not saying green amethyst, I'm saying green and purple. I don't know. But anyway, all of the specimens I chose there's green running right through the middle. And then there's a green on this one. So we have smalls and larges for you guys. The smalls, we have 3 of each. The smalls are about 2.5 inches by 1, $16.50. Okay. And then the larges are about 3 inches. They're $21.50. Okay. Belle says it's not, no, ametrine is amethyst with citrine. So these are amethyst with green quartz, I guess, but it's green amethyst. Greened. I tell you what, I'll just play their game. It's greened amethyst. But I love it because they are unique. They are different, but they didn't cost a lot, So if you want just a different specimen, let me see if putting it behind will also show. Yeah, putting it behind also shows the greened aspects a lot. Yeah, right there. You can definitely see the greened like through here. Look at that. So this is where I love it. Why the government is caring about what we call gemstones, I don't know. false advertisement, I think is what it is under. But yes, we do have, so we've got 3 smalls. It's going to have, again, it's just the same. So it's amethyst. It's all amethyst. The green is going to open up a little bit more of your heart chakra. And green is a little bit more nurturing of a gemstone, but it also represents growth. So anything that the color green has to do with. So that's what makes these really cool is you've got the amethyst, you've got the quartz in it because it's quartz, but you do have these elements of green. And I did pick out just the ones that did obviously show some green striations through it. Okay. So again, just a fun gemstone, not expensive, kind of rare because seeing the amethyst with the green part of it is pretty, I mean, it's pretty cool too. So yeah, just a fun one for you all. All right, wrapping up, we're heading to the end. The next, we have some more sunstone with iolite. So I went over the metaphysical properties earlier, just in case you weren't here. The iolite is the blue, and that's, oh, hold on. Sorry, there is a setting for a rave on here. I'm wondering if, oh yeah, you can see. So if you see the orange, there we go. Do you see the orange specks? That's sunstone, okay? So the orange specks throughout these are sunstone, and the blue is iolite, okay? So it's another combination stone. Iolite, I use iolite for my third eye work. I love it for third eye work. And then sunstone resonates with the sacral chakra. So it's going to connect all of your chakras, but it's really going to ground you down in order so that you can open up. Creativity is another one. So especially if you want to be like divinely inspired for your art or your writing, sunstone and iolite's another great stone for that. So you will be buying the individual pieces. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So process of elimination. This is A because the other 2 are marked. So A is mostly iolite, but as you can see with this fun new thing, the sparkly sunstone it's so gorgeous throughout it. A measures 2 by 1.5. It is $12 for A. Okay. And these are perfect for holding while you meditate or, to remove creative blockages. And again, we've also got the divine masculine, divine feminine, because sunstone is divine masculine and iolite is divine feminine. Okay. Then B is a really fun, like half and half almost. So you've got iolite that runs along the top, and then you've got the sunstone at the bottom. You can see all the little reflective sunstone bits throughout this one. B is 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches. It's $23. So you'll be buying the exact one, B. And then C is a flat stone. I love it because that makes it perfect to hold. Okay. So C, there's the one side of C. And that iolite is even iridescent. You see over here, it's like flashing. And then there's your other side of C. C is 4.5 by 2. It is $24.50. So you'll be buying the exact specimens that I'm showing here. We've done sunstone and iolite tumbles before. We've done like smaller, like bigger tumbles, smaller tumbles, free forms. To me, it's just a really cool combination stone because you've got the sunstone, the bright orange, but then you've got that deep blue of like intuition, and oh, I love it. All right. Moving along, we finally bought it. This is another bucket list item because we've never been able to afford it before. So this is also one I will definitely want to educate people on because when we do the Tucson Gem Show shopper listing, where we purchase for people, we have a lot of people. We used to do a $25 tier. We do not do it anymore because it was a headache. But the $50 tier, which is like the smallest tier we do, we have a lot of people ask for sugilite. And we don't ever buy it for people because I'm going to show you all why. when we go to shop for people at the Tucson Gem Show, we want to give you the most bang for your buck. And I understand that you all, like a lot of you, are asking for sugilite, but I'm not sure that the general, like everyone really truly understands sugilite and the cost of sugilite, especially really good sugilite. Okay. So this is sugilite. And this is, I got so many questions because, like, when I posted this on social media, because sugilite, it is gorgeous. I love a good purple stone, purpley pink, like a natural. And Mother Nature, um, look at that. She gave it to us with sugilite. Okay. It is an absolutely gorgeous purple stone. Okay. It's like a purpley pink. It almost looks fake, like it almost looks manufactured because of how deep the purple, like this is good sugilite. If you've got a one that's almost like psychedelic colored, no, it's too far away. Let's get all up in there. That's a good one. Okay. This necklace, this is sterling silver. It is a sterling silver necklace. It does have the open back, 24-inch sterling silver chain. This is $58. And this is why we would send this to somebody who ordered a $50 tier. We would send this. And if you spend $50, like if you're thinking like, okay, like we're shopping for you, that's what I mean. Like when people are like, oh, I want them to shop for me. And if we were to send you this, I just don't know that people quite understand how expensive sugilite is. But I wanted to get it so that we could definitely, because it's a beautiful stone and its properties, let's go over that real quick. It opens the 6th through the 12th chakras. And if you're like, there are 12 chakras, there are so many chakras, so many. Okay. So we are talking like it activates not only your upper chakras, but like the ones that are floating around you. Okay. That are activating like past lives and your ancestors directly. Okay. So it assists in filtering the violet ray into being. It enhances personal growth while helping one recognize one's life purpose. It connects you to your inner light and wisdom and is thought to help release anxiety and worries. Sugilite is also said to protect you against absorbing other people's energies. Okay. We do recommend that you remove it when showering, bathing, or swimming. Okay. It is an amazing stone. Its energy is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Very powerful. It packs a very powerful punch. But this is what $50 gets you of sugilite at the gym show. Okay. And these are 58. So $50 doesn't even get you this at the gym show. So just wanted to let you all know, I wanted to have sugilite in here because we do get asked about it so much. Jewelry. And I tried to find, so I will say that our, and Phoenix just says it's already sold out. Very cool. I'm glad you all were able to grab one because we don't carry this. Our tumble dealer did have sugilite as well this year, but they called it sugilite in matrix, which means it was little itty bitty tiny pieces of sugilite within the host stone. And they wanted a shit ton for it when literally all I saw when I looked at it was just the host stone. It was like a black host stone. And I was like, I don't even see any sugilite in here. So I didn't even buy it because to me, it wasn't what we're, used to, like what I wanted to share with you all. And it still would have been super expensive for not a lot of it, All right, you guys. So we have 2 things left. I love it. This next item, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 7 of them. You will be buying the exact one I'm showing you. I spotted these from across a warehouse. Okay. In fact, I think we were even checking out or getting close to checking out. And across the warehouse, I'm like, what is that? What is that? And because it was just so gorgeous to me. So I get over to it and come to find out. So it is agate and amethyst. And you're like, oh, okay, agate and amethyst. Like we just had that, Morgan. We just had that in Aggie. Like agate and amethyst is not that rare. This is crazy lace agate though, you guys. Look at that. So agate comes in, of course, different striations, different colorings, all that kind of stuff. These are crazy lace agate and amethyst geode towers. Like this one is mostly amethyst. So this is E, just in case you're like, that's the one I want. Because I'm going to go over them here in a second, like one by one. This one just has this gorgeous strip of agate through it like that. So cool. So yes, the agate in this is amazing. It is crazy lace agate. With the amethyst, this one has, a high concentration. You've got that banded amethyst through it here, and then you've got like the layers. And I love that it shows, like, if you could take a step back, you can actually see how the gemstone forms. And I love that too. So you've got all this amethyst, and then you have a layer, like if you can just imagine this expanding out, and then you've got another layer of amethyst here. It's fascinating to me. Okay. So crazy lace agate specifically is a stone of happiness, joy, uplifting energies. And then you've got the amethyst, which is healing, spirituality, spiritual healing, all of stress relief, all of that. So now that I've completely gotten these out of order, let's go with what they are. A. All right. So you will be buying the exact one I show you here. This is A. A is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2, weighs 9 ounces, so half a pound or a little over half a pound. $28 for A. Okay. B is pretty cool. B is the most crazy lace agate out of all of them. But you've got that deep swirl down in here. I love it. B, 5 3/4 by 1 1/4, weighs 11 ounces. It's $32.50. And that one has an amethyst tip. C. Yay, C. Okay, C is like all over the place, and I love it. So you've got this cluster of agate here. You've got your amethyst that roams this way. That is C, is 6 1/2 by 1 1/2, weighs 15 ounces. It's $48.50. And the tip on this one is mostly agate, but I don't know, that amethyst gets real close up there. And we did choose just ones that looked really cool to us. So we've got some of them where it was cut like this, and then, some of them where they cut it like this. I want to say this. So this is D. So D is a really good one of like the horizontal striations. And D has an amethyst tip. So D is 6 inches by 1.75, weighs over a pound. It's $55.50. That's D. E is the one that is mostly amethyst. And then you've got like your strip of agate down that way and your strip of agate that way. So that's E. E is 6 3/4 by 2 inches. It weighs over a pound. It's $60. For D, actually lay that one down. Or that was E. So F. F is the gorgeous one. So this is mostly quartz and with an amethyst tip. And then you've got that gorgeous crazy lace that way. F is 7 3/4 inches tall by 1 1/2. It weighs over a pound. It's $62.50. This one is F. And then you've got the big one. The big one. Look at that. G, 10 inches tall, 2 inches wide, weighs over 2 pounds. It's $110.50. I'm going to hold this one this way. This one has an agate tip on it, but you've got the band of amethyst through there, crazy lace there, and then you've got all this amethyst all throughout here. Beautiful. So that one's G, $110.50 for that one. Those are so beautiful. We saw them a couple of other places, but we got those. That was another vendor Colin and I went to about a week before the gem show started. And it's one that just has a warehouse here in Tucson too. So, yeah, it's not open year round though. The warehouse isn't, but yeah, we can go shop with them. All right, you guys, last one. Last but not least, we have a snake for you. So we bought a couple of different snakes this year. They're all different gemstones, though. This is the pink jasper, and I love it because it's got like the little green specks through it too, green and black specks. But look at his face. And this is the last specimen of the live sale today. We only have this one as well, so let's talk about him. Pink jasper is a stone of extreme relaxation. If you are plagued by anxiety or stress, holding pink jasper while you meditate or ground outside can be quite therapeutic. It is also a stone of happiness and balance. So that's why we chose this guy for the Ostara one. His color is very uplifting, all about happiness, infusing, positive energy into things. But snakes are the ultimate symbol of transformation and rebirth. Okay. Snakes represent healing from trauma. They can help you release fear, emotions, and blockages that are holding you back. They represent the magical and the mystical. So having a snake on your altar can amplify power. It helps open your root chakra to ground your energy to reach new heights. It's also good for sexuality and passion, which we're getting into that with the spring, starting with Ostara, really moving into Beltane, and then the summer. It helps you explore and expand the limitations you've placed on yourself in that area. Okay. So I love this guy. He is $100. Again, let me show you the close-up of his carving of his face. He's 8 inches by 2.5. So there you go. Oh, his belly is also carved. Stella's out. Bye, Stella. So yeah. Oh, Maggie. Maggie finally made it to live. Hello, Maggie. All right, we're at the end. We have just the one. It's we have the one in pink jasper. We have a couple of different jaspers coming up like later in the year, but we applied the gemstone type to the time of year. So if this is if you feel like you need a little bit more uplifting energy, that self-love, that passion, that sexuality, then this is the one that we placed here. The other ones we have are a little bit darker in gemstone, so they're going to be up for the darker part of the year. Veronica says, I need to behave myself. I have a jasper problem. And Annika says it's also the year of the wood snake. Yes. Very cool. So yeah, that's what I have. Usually this is when Colin tells me what we still have available. I don't know. This was a big live though, so I don't know if we still have a lot available. I don't know if I'll be able to remember it all. Anything that does not sell remains in that live gemstone sale category at inkgoddesscreations.com. So you can check out there what is left over from this live sale, but also what we have from previous live sales as well. Here he comes.
We have some Peruvian.
We have some Peruvian blue opal spheres.
A few alien amethysts.
A few alien amethysts, which will intuitively choose one of these for you when you order.
Some flowers, bunny spheres, some rhodochrosite, except for the towers.
So the rhodochrosite towers are gone.
And a few of the banded amethyst.
Okay. So we do still have some rhodochrosite available as well. That was the fan tile. That was the swirl tile. And then that's the half polished. The towers are gone. He said bunny fluorite. We still have some of those guys. They're so fun. And then we still have some flowers left too. So, which normally we do get those up on during the Beltane live. But we decided to do them a little bit early this year so that you can have them for Beltane. Or, the whole April showers, bring May flowers if you really do, flower magic stuff in a month or so. So, snake is gone. We do have a few more. They were all carved differently. So they're all different shapes, different gemstones coming up over the year, I don't know when. I think the next one may not be until the summer. So yeah, and I think we bought one cobra. For those of you who've been here for a while, we try to do a cobra. Usually Labradorite cobra is what we can get. Labradorite cobra or Labradorite snake. I think we have one cobra coming up later in the year. But we had another vendor that had that we do a lot of carved stuff with that had these snakes this year. I was like, ooh. So yeah. All right, you guys, for what's coming up for Ink Goddess Creations, just to let you know, we're still taking orders for our Dark Moon subscription box that will ship on April 7th. It's going to teach you all about the dark moon phase, which is a moon phase that a lot of witches either don't know about or don't work with. So definitely want to just show you all how you can work with it, because there's so many different ways. So that's in our IGC subscription category. You can do, monthly subscription, 3 months, 6 month, or a one-time box just to try it out. But we have been around since 2016. We're one of the original witchy subscription boxes out there. We're still going strong. So you can definitely check that out. Again, the theme is Dark Moon, and those will ship on April 7th. There's also sneak peek. If you're on our website and you go to the IGC box, little thing in the top menu, it'll show you sneak peeks into this month's box. So, and then in the Ink Spirit Coven, tomorrow actually is our tech witchery workshop. So I'm going to be showing members just some really fun ways to update your witchcraft practice into this millennium, I guess. Just tech witchery, but a lot of other members are bringing other things too, of ways that they use technology in their witchcraft. So it's going to be really fun. And then in April, we're moving into casting circles. Consecration and casting is what April is going to be about. And this year in the Ink Spirit Coven, we're working on the Witch's Grimoires, like the overall theme for the year. So I'm giving everyone tons of information, Book of Shadow pages to build their own grimoire. So it's really fun. And I love our Ink Spirit Coven so much. So that's at inkedspirit.com if you want to learn more and join us. Especially tomorrow's the Tech Witchery Workshop, and it's going to be super fun. So I want to thank you all for being here with me today, for helping support our small business. We're definitely doing some fun things this year, growing, and I love it. And I love to have you all on this journey, especially the ones that I'm seeing that have been with us for years. Thank you so much. You mean so much to me that you still show up. And now I'm getting emotional, so it's time to go. I hope you all had an amazing Ostara. Still practice your spring magic. Still clean out, plant your seeds of intention for the year, all of that beautiful stuff. Our next one will be, I believe it is Saturday, April 12th. Do not hold me to that, though. As soon as we get the picture, I will put that up here. So it's going to be for our anniversary, though, is our next live gemstone sale. So it will be in a couple of weeks in April. For our anniversary, we'll have some big things to show you all, some rare, unique things. So yeah, once I have all of that, but you can head to our live gem sale page on our website. And sign up for about halfway down the live gem sale page. You will see a sign up for an exclusive newsletter that gives you behind the scenes. So I share the specimens with the newsletter before we even share them online, like details about them and everything. So, yeah. And then since you're here on YouTube, check out my podcast and all of our fun videos and all that good stuff. So, oh, don't forget to like the live, everyone. Yes, thank you. And subscribe. See, I don't know how to do stuff like what is it? Like, share, subscribe. I don't know how to pitch stuff like that. But here on YouTube, you have all of our links. I think I even added the link to my Patreon, our Facebook page, all of that good stuff. So thank you all for being here. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the anniversary live. So bye.